Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 1 minute past the hour on this 8th day of July. Tell the Truth Tuesday. We are in the building. Hashtag Truth Be Told. JD Live. Alethea Crimmins, you know her from In the Passenger Seat with Alethea Crimmins. Listen, y'all, we still in recovery mode. Disclaimer. I'm straight up still in recovery mode. Still in recovery mode because we just came off the 2025 Essence Music Festival of Culture. Did you see us? Did you see us? Hold on. Before I even bring this sister on here, I have to do this bolo solo. Family, a star is born. I have been on Radio Row at the Essence Music Festival for 31 years. Essence is literally my day one. I had to reflect on the relationship I have with Essence. And I said, whatever we got going on, I need to put that in every relationship I got. Because for 31 years, we've been going strong. This sister here, out of all the folks I've ever brought to Essence to work with me on the road, a star is born, y'all. This sister's etiquette, the way she shined, the way she gravitated to folks, the way she interviewed. If I didn't know better, I swear to God, the girl had graduated from the Harvard School of Mass Communications and Multimedia because she was doing a thing. So listen, like I say, family, I come in here every morning. I'm not by myself. I ain't by myself in no shape, form, or fashion. It's not just JD. I've got her. She is the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity herself. She is the queen, and she in the building. Y'all put your hands together and give it up for Alethea Crimmins. How you doing, Alethea?
Recovery mode.
I'm in recovery mode. I don't know about
Recovery
y'all.
mode for
I don't know
real.
about
Like
y'all.
I'm just trying to recover. Like literally was in my bed all day. I felt like
Ooh,
my
child.
my if I would have had a little bell, I just kept calling my children, bring me some juice, bring me some
Ah,
water, bring me some.
yeah. Y'all, that's why
Listen.
look, I ain't even took the batter down. We still in Essence. It says
Right.
the
I
festival.
see.
We, we
I
ain't even,
see.
ain't even left. We still in Grand Don't do all that. Man, whoever
Ooh,
created coffee, I love you.
man, listen.
As they say down there, baby. Baby.
Eyes tired, boss. Eyes
Child.
tired. But
Yeah.
it was well worth it. We got to meet some amazing people. Got to meet make some amazing connections. But who?
So
I'm
just
tired.
to let Alethea know, because Alethea doesn't know this. So good morning, family. Good morning. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It is hashtag Truth Be Told. JD Live, along with the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity and her own podcast, In the Passenger Seat with Alethea. It's your early morning wake up. 5 minutes past the hour, time to get up, wake up, wake up. We're going to start you off on a positive tip this morning that no matter what yesterday looked like, today is a new day, and you, yes, you, sir, you, ma'am, you can do it. And all you got to do is put one foot forward and get it done. I got to tell Alethea this because she doesn't know this. On Shay's Universe, and Shay Universe will be coming on to the podcast. But on Shay Universe's this social media, there is one Alethea Crimmins, there is one Joe Dupree, and we are there with the beautiful, talented Shay Universe. Now, if you don't know who Shay Universe is, I'm going to tell you just like this. In the beginning, there was a lady called Jill Scott. And when Jill first started, a lot of folks said, ooh, that voice, she going to be somebody. Well, y'all, you heard me say it here. Shay Universe, if you ain't heard the voice, go right now and Google Shay Universe. My favorite song is LMOL, better known as Love of My Life. I think it's LO. I might have got it. Whatever it is, it's Love of My Life. Google that thing and listen to it. Her and Joseph Solomon. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all I can say. But we're on her social. We're on her social. I actually was like, oh my God. Somebody called me and said, man, Shay Universe has you on her social. I said, you gotta be kidding me. No, giving much love. So when you give love out there into the space, love comes back. And guess what? Alethea, you showed a lot. You got it right behind you. LOV to the E. You showed a lot of love out in the space. And listen, y'all, we're going to be doing, keep it locked to Alethea social. Keep it locked in my social. We're going to be doing a lot of the best of Essence. So let me
yeah,
rumors
definitely.
as we continue to talk. It's 7 minutes past the hour. I want to say this about the Essence Music Festival of Culture, and I want y'all to hear me clearly. 31 times they've been doing this. If you have been just as consistent as Essence and did everything 31 times, every year, same time of the year, 31 times, I promise you, you won't get all 31 times right. See, that's the problem with us folk. I hate to go there, but I got to go there. We so quick to criticize and talk about it. Man, this, that, these, and the third. Let me say something to y'all. If you've been in any type of relationship for 31 years, you can tell me 5 good years, and you damn sure can tell me 5 bad ones. I'm going to ring my own damn bell on that one. And let me tell you something. Every year wasn't a perfect year. And in life, every year that you make it to the next year, it's a time for growth, reflection, and looking at what can I do better the next time. Essence 2025 was great. Did it have some issues and some hiccups? Yes, it did. See, Alethea, this was Alethea's first time at Essence. Alethea got spoiled out the gate. Because if Alethea talked to a lot of folks that went with me to Essence, I normally get everything VIP. Everybody with me don't get everything VIP. But see, but God. Me and my whole team this time, everything VIP. Everything
And it
VIP.
was,
And I give the glory to him.
great.
I mean, Alethea was snapping it up more than I was snapping it up. You know, it was funny. Money Long's producer was sitting beside me. Said, man, you ain't gonna. I said, man, I'm tired. I done got old. He said, Silver Fox, you done got old. I said, man, look, folk know who I am. I said, that young lady right there, that's my replacement. I said, y'all need to get to know her, take pictures with her, because guess what? As I have did 31, Alethea will do greater. I just said that, y'all. Listen, it's about to go down. Tell a friend to tell a friend. While we were out in Essence, looked like the big, beautiful bill got put into law, Alethea. I'm a little bit concerned. You know? So we're going to switch from all the fun and the frolicky. Just keep it locked to our social medias. You'll see pictures, video. We're going to be doing the best of Essence. I know Alethea is going to be doing the best of Essence in the passenger seat. I know we got Sean P. We look, the crew is deep. Sean P., yours truly, Joe Dupree, Alethea Crimmins, Dax, Elijah Nixon. Elijah don't even know. I pulled some athletes to the side. We got some things coming for him in his podcast. Yeah, I'm in the blessing business. Give and it shall be given unto you. Press down, shake it together, run it over. Men. That's what the word say. Men shall give. And guess what? I ain't on here begging. I don't need you to sow. I sow it to God and to the people. And guess what? God always provides. God always provides. Back to the big, beautiful bill. Get ready, get ready, get ready. If y'all haven't been praying, y'all might need to start praying now. This might be your opportunity for yourself to open this book up and start finding out what do I need to do when times get hard. It's never too late to get to him.
Times will get hard.
Oh, they're about to get hard. If they ain't hard, they're about to get real hard. Might be time to get to this thing and find out some principles, some ways, and some concepts that even in the famine, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And guess what? You ain't got, hold it. I'm going to make a few folk mad, so forgive me. You ain't got to go to a church to pick this up for yourself. And begin to read and begin to ask God to reveal and give you wisdom to believe. You ain't got to go to no church. You are the church. Yes. Hold it. We interviewed Pastor John Gray. Pastor John Gray said the Morial Convention Center was not consecrated as a place a building of God. But if God is in you, when you show up, God shows up and God is in the building.
Okay.
This big, beautiful bill is now law. Folk going to start losing SNAP benefits, Medicare benefits, Section 8 benefits. I don't know about you, but that's going to affect most of us who are black and brown. Period. So now watch this. If your mama, your auntie, your grandmother, your father, your uncle, or your grandfather is anywhere connected to this type of funding, it is probably, if you have any love for your parents or your elders, now a bigger burden on you to help them out just to make it through the day, through the week, through the month, financially. When you yourself is struggling to keep all your lights on, water running, food on the table. Alethea, this is rough. They talking about rural hospital. Just imagine if you caught a heart attack and you lived in Opelousas, or you lived in Sunset, or you lived in Eunice, or you lived in Lawtell, or you lived in Plaisance. I'm just naming a few small places in Louisiana, and you needed to get to a hospital, and normally there's a little urgent care that's about maybe 10, 15 minutes away, but it gets closed down because of the funding. Yes, and now you got to go an hour and a half after you done caught a fatal heart attack or stroke just to get medical care. You probably won't make it.
You're not gonna make it there. You are not going to make it there. And I see so many people saying, "Oh, this is misinformation. This is propaganda. Like, this is not right. Like, they're just spreading lies. They're spreading this." No, like, this man literally sat and said everything that he was going to do. And he did not lie. Like, he's doing everything he said that he was going to do. And people think that these are lies until it affects them. And those same people that's like, "Oh, well, no, this is propaganda, misinformation," will be the same ones crying and pleading and now have GoFundMe. We're going to see more GoFundMes in the next 2-3 years. We're going to see more people having GoFundMes than we ever had before. Because it is going to be hard for you to just make it. It's going to be hard for some of us to get our medicine. It's going to be difficult for you to just live your day-to-day life. But this is what was voted for by the people.
Okay. Remember, elections have consequences. From the Griot Podcast, Arthur Extraordinaire. He was at the 2025 Essence Music of Culture.
Yes, he was.
Alethea had the awesome opportunity. It's so fun to have when we work together, but we also respect each other's craft. Alethea did a great interview with this brother. This brother was all over the book area of Essence. And guess what? Bigger things are coming on the horizon. We ain't even going to tell you how it's going to go down next year. See, I laugh how folk just don't understand. Just hold it. As Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince say, they said, sometimes y'all just don't understand. Y'all put it together for my man, Sean P. with the Sean P. Experience, the Griot Podcast, Sean P.
What up? Peace. Hey, Joe, I want to tell something if I made from the weekend.
Talk to me, baby.
Something that you know about that took place. So Joe came and got me to go to the back to go and do the interview, right? And the wonderful, beautiful staff of the event was trying to, check my credentials, if you will, to check to see if I say who I say I am. So some people out here are propagating as if they're a chef. Some people are acting like they're a model. Some people are acting like they are coaches and experts. But whenever it's time to certify and verify, you can't be found. So thank God I am who I say I am, and I was what it was. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Amen.
So when it's time to get certified, you better make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Because whenever it comes time to get certified and verified, we're going to see what's what. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because they will Google you quickly.
Yes.
They will Google you quickly.
In real time.
They will Google you in quickly.
And we're going to pull it up.
They will Google you quickly.
Yes.
I was thankful to have my brother there. Now, my brother was not a certified vendor. And I made it clear. I just said, look, I need to interview this man. So once again, the favor of 31 years of servitude and individuals understanding and respecting me. Because Marcus, the guy who runs the place, and big ups to my man Marcus out there in LA. I know you said you were going to tune in and check out the podcast. And big ups to a lot of folks. Because we had folks, look, y'all just don't know the guests we got lined up. We got folks coming into here. We got folks coming in the passenger seat with Alethea. My man right there. There he is. Listen, y'all give it up for DJ Fab. On the line, DJ Fab.
That's my
out
dog.
there in Morgan City.
That's my dog. Yeah. That's
DJ
my man.
Fab. Listen, Fab, I tell you, I call him DJ Fabuloso. Fabuloso, that's what I call him, like the smell to make you go, ooh, this is fabulous around here. When DJ Fab show up, brother, it's going down. Y'all just don't know. The collaboration between Fab, myself, what we got going down in his neck of the woods and our neck of the woods, man, there's big things about to start popping around here. Y'all, the last thing, I know folk out there talking about, Lauryn Hill did not show up on stage until 2:30 and did not get off until 3:30. That wasn't Lauren's fault. Now, Lauren late is all outdoors. I'm going to tell you, Lauren is a prima donna queen and show up when she wants to. She earned that. Half y'all don't even have 1% of the money that Lauryn Hill has. And y'all show up when the hell y'all want to and do what the hell y'all want to do and say what the hell y'all want to say. Y'all ain't got half the credentials or the prestige, Lauryn Hill, and y'all show up and say what you want to. Y'all got reckless mouths on social media, but then Lauryn Hill show up when she show up and y'all want to talk about her. See, that's like I said, y'all talking about Essence this year. Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't going to be happy until we lose it. And then when we lose it, y'all be out here running your mouth talking about black folks can't have nothing. No, you can't shut your mouth up. And instead of always degrading stuff, learn how to elevate a few things. Because when you come on here, our conversation is about elevation, transformation, information, motivation, and inspiration. I was doing that long before some other folks started using that catchphrase. Go ahead, Sean. Finger up.
I wanted to just say that I've been hearing and reading about how much funding was pulled from Essence. They were trying to bootstrap stuff. They had millions of dollars pulled. They had sponsors that pulled. So these folks trying to piece together stuff. They can't nail down talent. They can't do certain things because sponsorship been pulled. Look, that's behind the scenes of it. If you ever do corporate business and get down with that level, understand what goes on behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to say something, Sean, and I want people to catch this. And Alethea, I want you to catch this. I do have some suggestions for Essence because we as black folks, black and brown folks, we know how to take a little and make it work like it's a lot. So Essence, my good friends, which I'll be on a conference call with this week, one thing they're going to hear from me is, do we really need the whole Montreal Convention Center? Maybe we need to scale this thing down and make it a little bit smaller, more condensed. And then that makes it where you ain't got to rent the whole convention center because in all earnestness, if you condense it down a little bit, yeah, it's going to be a little more crowded for the people, but you're saving money there. Okay. Number two, anybody who know how to run a successful business understand that one thing, Essence this year was a reflection of the economy as it stands right now in the United States of America. A lot of folk ain't got it. It ain't that they didn't want to come to Essence. They ain't got it to go to Essence. And somebody, even though I was sitting with her, we were sitting with her in VIP, the mayor of New Orleans, very good friend of mine. I sit with her for an hour and a half during the concerts with Boys to Men. Sat right beside her. We had a conversation. We've got to start talking to these people in economic development because what I'm tired of is folks getting put in position, getting high salaries, but they ain't really helping us folk. They helping some of us folk. Help us folk like you help them other folks that are non-melanated. Because if you look at the economic development in this state, in comparison, there are a lot of non-melanated folks that get a lot of help and a lot of funding. We get it every now and then, and it's a select few of us. That has to change. Until we even out the playing field, things will continue to be what they are right now. And I said what I said.
And to your point, Joe, I heard that the numbers at Coachella is even down. But you're not hearing that talked about social media though. They talk about our stuff down.
Not.
We gonna rag on our stuff to death, but at Coachella, some of these other agencies are down. Nobody says anything.
But
Nobody says
let me tell you something. But let me just say this. One of the biggest things, one of the biggest talks was Essence having a sponsorship with Target, Essence having a sponsorship from AT&T. Oh, well, they like taking money from the people. So what you mean to tell me, all you people that's running your mouth, because yes, we know that all money is not good money, but we also know that there are also contracts that are in place. Like, you just can't pull out just like that, especially when it's one of your biggest sponsors. But you mean to tell me the people that's running their mouth, if somebody like Target knocked on your front door, sent you an email, called your phone and said, I want to give you XYZ amount of dollars, that you gonna tell me that you're gonna turn them down? Hell no. So stop acting like you would not do the exact same thing that they did to keep their ship running. So stop running your mouth, because they did what they had to do. Because at the end of the day, Essence is a business.
So you said something that I like to review and not gloss over, but we need to dive in for just a few minutes. If you're going to criticize who has sold into me, then here's what I feel you need to do, in my humble opinion. You need to either find me somebody else who will sow just as much into me or more into me if you're not doing it yourself.
Okay.
See, it's one thing for you to talk about folks who are sowing into and helping me develop my business, my brand, helping me make things better. But you can't come to me and say, don't work with so-and-so and not give me an alternative. See, I said that when I was the chief of minority affairs here in Lafayette. It ain't so much that folks told me don't go work for Josh Guillory. It was so much that I looked at folks and say, if I don't go work for him, who is about to change my income and triple it, then can you give me a suggestion? Can I go work for you or somebody you know who will give me the same amount of money to do the same type of work? Or whatever type of work. But see, nobody came with me. Oh, let me ring my bell. You quick to tell me who not to work with, but you're not quick to tell me who I can work with and make that kind of money. Because the truth about the matter is, and let's go back to previous podcasts, the proof about the matter is jealousy, envy, and me pocket watching you, because I don't want you to drive the same car I drive. I don't want you to live in a bigger house than I live. And I sure don't want you to have more favor and be connected to folks more than me. I want you to do good, but I don't want you to do better than me. See, that mentality is now the new crab in the barrel mentality that is killing black folks, black and brown folks all over the place, because we need more collaboration and less competition. Go ahead, Sean. I see it.
No, like she was saying on the Target concept, right? I'm on the author side of this whole thing.
Come
the
on.
amount of authors that I know, they said whenever the Target, everything happened, they lost 50% of their revenue. They lost 50% of their book sales. They lost so many things whenever all this stuff transpired. So yes, I understand the need for these stances, but we got to have a point of action, like you said, to compensate or make up for. We pull certain plugs, got to be able to put something in.
Right.
You can't just go and just pull the plugs and just...
Look, Jamal, hold it. Let me say this. I can get Pastor Jamal Bryant on this podcast. Jamal Bryant and I are very good friends. I can get him on here. I'm not disagreeing with his stance. I come back with family. We got to start talking economics instead of talking gossip. We gossip more than we talk about how can we come together and make money and build. When it comes down to the Essence Music Festival of Culture, this year was not one of the best years. Hold it. I've been there 31 years. I can tell you 2 years that was worse than this year. When we went to Houston, it was horrible. I was there. It was horrible. If you think this year was bad, you should have been there when we went to Houston. When we took the Essence Festival out of New Orleans because of Katrina and we went to Houston, it was horrible. I can tell you at some times when the economy was worse than it is now, and believe it or not, the economy has been worse than it is now, that Essence was horrible. And once again, it's not the festival, it's the reflection of how life is rotating around the festival in real time. At the end of the day, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Now, the problem is some of y'all be fronting like you got it, like Sean said. Y'all be saying this is who you are, but in real life, this ain't who you are. So you out there, you done took loans, you done rent cars, you done did everything to stunt for 4 days. And now you come back and you in deep debt for going out there stunting for 4 days. We've got to do better on that line. We've got to have folks who have a better understanding of economics and understand if you can't make it to Essence, then you just can't make it to Essence. Sean, go ahead, brother.
Joe, for the people that have never gone to Essence in their life, right? That was my first time going to my life. First time, 43 years, first time.
Okay,
Let's talk about the positive side of Essence. Let's talk about.
Come on, talk to me. I want you to give me your experience. First timer.
Okay.
Talk to me. Give me your experience, Sean.
It was just so wonderful for me to see a sea of black and brown people. A sea. Thousands of people. Everybody getting along. Wasn't no humbug. Wasn't no foolishness. Every single vendor you looking at, you doing black business all day long. All the food vendors, everything in there was a black experience, our culture. And people know about all the concerts at night and all that. That's great. But the convention center in the daytime, there are so many educational breakout sessions for business, women empowerment, spirituality. I did the art events, obviously. It's just so much to gain. And guess what? The convention center part didn't cost no money. So you can go there and get all you want to get. Go to all the panels I saw. It didn't cost a penny. You just got to get there, get in the building. So those that never have gone to Essence, please, yeah.
Let
you know what? If they would, I pay for it.
Start charging. Yeah, right.
But we will complain. But we will complain.
Charging. Yes. Right. But name another festival for us, by us, that puts as many people on.
Bruh.
Put
Come on,
as
man.
many businesses
Bruh.
on stages. Put as many. Interviewed, and I thought it was such a beautiful thing. People that have short films out that otherwise would not have been noticed, but Essence noticed them. I interviewed so many people that have their like own black owned wine business, own black owned this, black owned that otherwise would not have been noticed. Essence had them on stages speaking about what they do, what they own. Black entrepreneurs that would not otherwise have been noticed by non-melanated people, but Essence noticed them. You name one other place that will do that for us. I'll wait.
I mean, I'm sitting in front of Kiki Palmer right there, bro. I'm sitting in front of the cast of Living Single. I'm sitting in front of all these people you only see on TV most times, and they're right there at arm's length, easy to talk to, easy to approach. It was just like, anybody that have never gone in their life, I'm trying to encourage all of my friends, like, bro, you got to come out. You got to plan for next year. You got to come out. So I hear all the negative little chat and whatnot. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on pure positivity about what I did gain from that. I have no complaints, personally.
What that brother just said. Look, y'all, I just want to run through this so y'all have a clear understanding. Look, read Living Single, the podcast. My good friend Kim Cole, Erica Alexander were in the building. Kim and I know each other through Aton Edwards, who is her, as she says, first husband. She made that crystal clear. My first husband said, no problem, Joe, I got you. Hug me. We know each other. We go way back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. I told Kim I got her. Kim actually reached out for me later and said, Joe, I'm thankful that you told me that if I needed anything, I'm there for you. These are the relationships you develop at Essence. These are the relationships. These are the type relationships that you develop at Essence. Now, everybody know Living Single. These are big time stars. I'm just Joe Dupree. I'm just little old me. But they know my heart. And I act like they're just regular folks because they are regular folks. They are regular folks that have stardom. I respect their craft and what they have achieved. But these are our people. And we out there getting it in, family. Getting it in, living our best life. Now, that's just a little of me. I'm about to hit you with a little Alethea. Because Alethea was out there living her best life. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was living her best life. So, you know, and watch this. And I give Alethea credit because a lot of folks, when you throw them into that frying pan, straight out of it into the fire, they don't make it. They get starstruck. They lose it. Oh my God. And then I'm sitting there with my whole name on the line and folk going, man, who are these people working for Joe? Because trust me, in my times of doing Essence, I have had some times a day it pulled me to the side and said, yo, we love you, but some of these folk you working with, man, we kind of asking the question, are they all right? You know, God makes it that you put certain folks in certain situations for a certain season. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to work with Alethea. She there chilling in VIP with Money Long. Because her money about to be longer. Alethea's money. And guess what?
Thank you, Josh.
You know, I'm just going to say this. She ain't the only person that's going to start having longer money. Because I'm not going to sit here trying to deal with this so-called, we doing it, y'all. We upfront and personal talking to Robin Thicke. We upfront and personal in the room. So some of y'all got the audacity. Listen, hate on me all you want to. Be jealous and envy all you want to. We in the room. We in the room.
Man, look, and people like just like you say, like they regular people like went talked to Tommy, like people were like, you know, taking selfies or whatever with him, Tommy from Power, and he just happened to be doing a like power pose. I said, Tommy, look, I want to pose with you. Come on. He was like, sitting, come on. And we just was both like, oh.
Come on now.
Like these regular people. And they you know, love how we support them. And it's
the vibe.
Amazing thing.
It's the vibe. And this is going to be the last picture I show of Alethea with Jacayla Carr. Why? Because everything we touch gonna win.
I'm gonna give Alethea some credit on the mic right now. I'm gonna give her some credit, Joe.
Oh wow!
Come on, give it to her.
So I've been over 8 years doing this podcast, and interviewing all kind of people. And her as an interviewer, she asked me some amazing, delightful, insightful questions. I want to give her props right now in real time on her interviewing ability. It's a skill in the craft to ask questions.
Come on
you
now.
You're real intelligent by the questions you ask, not by the answer out your mouth. By the questions you ask, you show real intelligence. She had some awesome, insightful questions. I'm going to give her props for that. She was very, very professional.
Thank you.
And I really love my experience with that.
Well, let me say this.
Because Sean was like, ooh, nobody ever asked me that. Let me think about it.
Hey, we in the building, y'all. And let me say this. And so I just told the field, because I am going to show one more picture. I got to show one more picture of Alethea. There's a reason why I'm showing this picture. Y'all get used to this one right here. Y'all going to see it. Y'all going to see a lot of this one right here. The guy in front going to kind of fade out, but I'm still going to be there, y'all. The guy in front going to fade out. To be exact, that picture is really about the reverse. The person you see in the front going to fade to the back, and the person in the back going to come up to the front. Y'all just don't know what's about to happen. Oh, I'm leaving for Chicago Thursday. Just to let y'all know. Y'all don't know what's about to happen. Y'all really don't. But guess what? Everything come in due time and season. Brother Sean P., I'm very blessed that we could open doors. Sean P. pulled some great authors. Y'all lock into the Griot podcast. Sean P. has got more folks that he pulled in from Essence. I'm all about conjunction, junction, what's your function? I'm all about opening doors and saying, there you go, come on in. So forget what you heard, let folk talk. And let me say this, something else I'm going to bring up to Essence on my conference call. You cannot negate the local folks and some of the local talent we have because you did. Cupid is one of them. Cupid is one of them. I'm going to say, now, look, I understand. Sometimes folk go in on social media. They have the right to go in on social media because, once again, Cupid is a star.
Yes.
Cupid is a star. Two things I think Essence missed by a country mile this year. They missed the power of Southern Soul, and they missed the line dance They should have did a whole section talking about here are the line dance kings. I would have brought every line dance artist out there to do a set to say, look, y'all do this every Essence. So we're going to give you the line dance. Frankie ain't here. So somebody going to get up here and play Frankie Beverly and Maze before I let go. I would have brought Cameo to sing Candy. I would have brought Cupid to do the Cupid Shuffle, Flex, which is the two biggest line dance. And I would have brought 803 Fresh was there. So there comes, again, my argument. Y'all had so much to say about some of y'all, because everybody didn't say it. But some of y'all had so much to say when Cupid first come out, calling them a one-hit wonder. Well, tell me, what were you listening to before? Oh, where them fans at? 803 Fresh, love the brother. Love him. Hugged him. Hey, man, good seeing you. Dapped him up. But, man, that's where Essence missed the mark this time. And guess what? 31 years of doing it, you ain't going to hit it right every time either. But we're going to sit down and say, look, man, maybe there should have been a Southern Soul component. Maybe that because these line dances are so huge and we do them so much during Essence. And I heard Boots on the Ground so much, I wanted to come home and throw my boots out the window.
Listen. Oh, my God.
Hold it. Let me say that again. I heard Boots on the Ground so much, I wanted to come home and throw my boots out the window. Because I was like, man, if I hear Boots on the Ground one more time. Big ups to my girl from hold it. I got to do a shout out because we normally don't do that. But big ups to my girl, Shelly B, because it shall be done.
Yes.
WJMI 99 Jams out there in Jacktown. Girl, you came in as you do all the time and do your thing. I got nothing but love for you. If y'all haven't seen the Bell Collective, Alethea got a new friend. You need to bring her on your podcast.
Oh yes. We locked in. We exchanged numbers and everything. Like that's my girl. TTM. Look, listen, my girl.
So
my girl.
So it's 38 minutes past the hour. Elijah will not be on today with sports. Elijah a little bit under the weather.
I was wondering.
So let's keep him lifted up in prayer. He's a little under the weather, but he said he'll be back out tomorrow. Jackson's on the road. She may pop in, she may not. But once again, this whole week, Jackson's on the road, so she may pop in. But we in here. We in the building. Listen, y'all.
I want to add something, Joe.
Come on, Sean.
I thought we had the Elijah Sport. I was trying to say it for Elijah, but he's not here today. So I saw Cheryl Swoops at Essence.
Yeah,
the legend, the basketball goddess. I saw Cheryl Swoops front and center, not that far from me at Essence, bro. And that was just like her whole set just warmed my heart to see her in person.
When we were at the Superdome, I got with Cheryl backstage, and this is just where I'm at. This is where people say, I knew this Essence for me was now my confirmation of who I am. Because Cheryl and I talking, and the person said, man, you want to take a picture? I said, no, I ain't trying to take a picture with Cheryl. Because I got enough pictures on my timeline for the next 50 decades. And that's from prior Essence. I got enough hard drive space and pictures. I got pictures with me and Prince when Prince performed at Essence, which was his last performance before he went to glory. So me and Cheryl are talking. I brought up Kim Perrott from Lafayette, Louisiana, who played with Cheryl. Cheryl almost fell into tears when she hugged me and said, I said, I know Kim's sister. I live in Lafayette. And she was like, that was a light taken from us way too soon. So sometimes you got to try to put stuff on social media to the side, trying to take a picture. Because I don't know Cheryl like that. But I wanted to touch Cheryl with something I did know, because I know Kim's people here in Lafayette. I talk to her sister all the time. And when I said that, Cheryl hugged me and said, you tell her people I said hello. I said, I surely will. See, I know Van Chancellor. I know Van's son-in-law. I don't know Van personally, but me and his son-in-law used to work together. See, sometimes you got to try to put stuff out there on social media to try to make it seem like you, because let me tell you something. 99% of the people I took pictures with, I don't know them folk. I interviewed them professionally, and y'all got to learn about this. Y'all social media content creators, stop handcuffing the talent for 30 and 40 minutes. Learn how to be a professional and ask the question, and stop making it seem like you know these folks at Essence, like you woke up in the morning right beside of them eating breakfast, because you did not. Be professional in your craft and go in there and stop acting like you are a content groupie. Be a content creator and create content, and stop trying to have a person long enough to catch them to say something that's that can make you go viral. I'm just saying. Alethea, talk to me. Talk to me about your Essence experience. This was Alethea's first time at Essence doing interviews in the space. Talk to me.
I've been to Essence several times, but this was my first time in this space, being able to actually interview people. I'm very blessed that I did, but you get to know people on a different level. You actually, I will tell you this for anybody that does interviews and things of that nature. First of all, you need to do your research on who you are interviewing, and at the end of the day, you also have to understand that they are people just like you, and they get tired of answering the same questions over and over and over again. Sometimes they just want to and just talk and have a conversation. Half of the interviews that I did weren't like y'all won't even see them online because my camera was off and we were just having a conversation. And sometimes people just want to have the camera off and have a conversation because they don't often get to just do that, because a lot of people are just worried about clout chasing. That's why I was able to build the relationships that I did, because I did not just see them as a star. I saw them as a person. And granted, now I was shocked at this one, because I looked at her and she looked at me and she was like, wait a minute, I have seen you before. And I was like, yeah. She was like, bro, you are so positive. And I was like, thank you. So it's like you just never know like who you're gonna touch at the end of the day. My experience was not to make a name for myself. I wanted to get to know people, and that's exactly what happened. And it was an amazing thing. I look forward to many more years. I look forward to forming many relationships. One of my highlights, Sean, I must say, was getting to meet you in person and not just seeing you on screen. So that was one of my highlights, was like actually be like, Sean. So that was really great. And I took a page out of Joe's book. I am very good friends with he was named by Frida the Prince of Bounce. And I called him. I said, look, I need you to come to Essence because I'm in a space where I could interview you. So I need you to come in this room. He said, what? Seriously? I said, yep, come on. So he came, and they already knew who he was. They let him in because he had did Essence the past year, but he wasn't this year. He said, listen, I've been to Essence many times, but because you did what you did and you had me in this space that I've never been in, he said, man, you have made this the best Essence I've ever had, and I will love you for life. I said, you know what? That's all thanks to my brother Joe and God. But I took a page from Joe's book and I put him in the room.
Come on. That's that. See, so I posted something today, and I said this for a reason, because somebody needs to hear this. So it is 15 minutes to the top of the hour. And I just want to bless you, because you really do need to know this. A lot of folk out here struggling in more ways than one. No message, no return call, no return text, is a message.
Hmm.
When you do and you don't receive back, no action is an action. Take notes and put in whatever you write in, be it mental, physical, duly noted.
They said no answer is an answer, Joe.
Hmm.
No
No
answer
answer is an answer.
is an answer.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Put in whatever you write in under that person's name. Duly noted. Reason I say that is some of y'all talking to folks who care less about your well-being.
Mm.
Some of y'all open the doors for folks who, as soon as they get in the door, they trying to hold it. You trying to put them in the room, they trying to put you out the building.
Woo!
I had to take my headphones off. I can't hear you on that one, but I'm gonna say it again. You trying, hold on. I don't even know what the sound effects sound like, but I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. You trying to open up the door and put them in the room, they trying to send you out the building. Now I can hear y'all. Listen up,
They are trying to Uncle Phil on the front print with Jazzy Jeff. You take him, he said, "Hey, I can do it like that." They try to throw you out that thing.
Right. Listen. Pay attention, family. And start doing this, because I have such a deep appreciation for time right now. I realize I don't know when God gonna call me to glory. So I ain't got time to waste with a lot of y'all, because y'all done showed me who you are. And I got to be like Maya. I got to believe you, because when I opened the door and let you in the room, you then tried to not only kick me out the room, but you tried to kick me out the room and talk bad about me about the room I opened up the door and let you in. So not only did you try to kick me out the room, you tried to kick me out the building. Some of you tried to even kick me out the state. You tried to kick me out the building, kick me out the city, kick me out the state. And if you had your way, you would have kicked me out the country. You would have deported me and called ICE and did me like some folk getting done today. Because believe it or not, if y'all didn't know, during the Essence Music Festival, there were 2 ICE raids in New Orleans. Yes. So what I'm saying is, y'all got to pay attention to folk. And y'all have to understand this. Everybody in your circle
It's not in your corner.
is not in your corner.
And just know that if I cut you off, it's because you gave me the scissors. And I am in my Edward Scissorhand season. Okay. I'm in my Edward Scissorhand season. I'm trying to let you know and understand. Like it ain't nothing to cut that, nothing, but know that you handed me those scissors.
So you gotta always ask for discernment, man. You gotta always just ask for discernment. It's a scary, scary prayer. You say, "Lord, just show me who not for me. Just show me who not supposed to be around." It's a scary prayer. Be careful on that prayer right there. Just reveal it to me. Just show it to me, Lord. Boy, when it come out.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna make you laugh. I live in a small, and it is small. It's the 5th largest, but it's still in the comparison of the United States. It's a small market. I live in Lafayette, Louisiana, which in the media markets, Lafayette's not even in the top 120. So it's a small media market. And what makes me laugh is there's so many great people in this market. There's so many big stars that have came from this market. You have the Tuckers and the Cupids and the Roy Chip Anthonys, just to name a few. I'm not trying, the Keith Franks, the Lil Nates, the Chris Ardwins. I mean, these are world-traveled artists that came from Southwest and South Louisiana. For those who do use this word, we call it the Acadianas. Some do. You know, this Cajun Creole thing, I'm still not there. I'm from Tennessee. I got more letters because I'm more better. But guess what? Black and brown folks are all over, no matter what state they were born in. At the end of the day, we still all black and brown. If you don't open up your mouth, walk into the room, I don't know where you're from. I just know you a black or brown brother or sister. I've never seen a place so small with such a competition over collaboration mentality. See, I'm not competition over. I don't have to look better than you. Be exact. Alethea can tell you at the Essence Music Festival of Culture, there were interviews that came to me that I pushed to Alethea because I said, you know what? I've done this person before. I have audio on this person and I don't have to do them today. I moved it to the side. Big names. He'll do the interview. Give me a selfie right quick. It's good seeing you, friend. I give a hug. And they remember, oh, yeah. Because they call me the Silver Fox of Radio Row. So, I'm hugging folks, selfieing it up. Here, Alethea, you get that audio. You get that them promoting you and your brand because they done promoted me before.
But Joe, what you're doing is the ultimate demonstration of how I think life's supposed to be. You do your work, you pave your path, and then you pull back and pull up. You pull back and pull up. That's the great ascension. But so many people in our community, I'm saying it right now, they want to stay where they are and just stay there. Some of these pastors don't want to pass the torch. So whenever they die, the church just falls. Some of these people in other positions don't want to pass the torch. So whenever you pass, let them keep on going. It just crumbles because you never raised nobody up.
Ooh, I'm trying to I'm trying to hold the tears back, Sean. Let me get myself together right quick. I'm going to bury a good friend of mine real soon. But my good friend's spirit just hit me, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. So I got to say this to y'all at 7 minutes to the top of the hour. The reason some of y'all can't be big, little choking the shit out your ass. The reason you can't, it's hard to be big when little choking the shit out your ass. And some of y'all letting little choke the shit out your ass. And that's why you can't be big. You can't grow. And that's why all you can do is hate. That's why all you can do is be the gossiping Gussies and Gus of the ghetto. Because here's the thing. Long as you are gossiping Gus or Gussie of the ghetto, you'll never get out the ghetto. And let me tell you something. Everywhere ain't the ghetto. There are some places out there that are beautiful, lovely, have no ghetto qualities whatsoever. There are spaces out there of luxurious laughter and immense wealth. That if you got a ghetto mentality, all I'm going to do by putting you in that space is make you not appreciate it because you don't even understand where you at. Once again, sometimes when you open up the door and try to get them in the room, once you get them in the room, they because of their attitude, where they came from and what their intent is in their heart, they can't make. It's one thing for me to get you in the room. It's another thing for you to have the quality and the character to maintain yourself and stay in the room.
Boy, Joe, you just said something important right there because this is news just in for everybody, even Joe. I got invited at the last minute before it's time to go home to a sit-down dinner with some big wigs from Penguin Random House.
We talk.
Right?
We talk.
I mean, some senior executives of marketing and promotion. All of a sudden, the text came showing we got dinner at this time, this place. Could you come? And now, so the person let me come into the room. But me at the table, my know-how and my character got to shine at that moment. That person that brought me there can't speak for me, and I'm in front of these people. So you can get into the room, but can you stay in the room?
Ooh.
You can get to the room. Now the song say I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it?
Hold on.
Hold on,
Sean and Alethea, it's 5 minutes to the top of the hour.
Come on, Sean.
I feel it in my spirit on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. Can we just go over just a little bit? I just need to just go over a little bit. Can we? Because
Yes.
Sean, I know you just got off work. Because I got to emphasize on what Sean just said for a reason. I called Sean.
Get in the room.
Now hold on. I called Sean.
Stay in now.
I called Sean. Hold on. I called Sean. Sean said to me, big brother, I thank you. I said, you ain't got to thank me. I said, Sean, when I first got to Lafayette, Louisiana, and I first got on the radio, I asked Sean, I said, Sean, can you come on? Hold it. We didn't talk money. Was no money exchange. Has never been money exchange. I want y'all to get this because somebody came up to me to Essence, and I told Alethea this because I wanted her to hear it from the horse's mouth in real time before it got back to the telegraph, tell a nigga, y'all Negroes talk all that craziness all the time. Grizzlies and 5. Since y'all want to use rhymes and stuff, and everybody want to act like they Shay, but I act like I'm Shay too sometimes. So a person came to me and said, man, I need to get in that room with you. I'm willing to pay. I said, willing to pay? How much you willing to pay? He gave me $1 amount. I was like, ooh. Well, unfortunately, brother, some things ain't got $1 amount price on it. I normally let folks in the room because it's in my spirit. My spirit ain't always right. Let me raise my hand. I'm glad I hit the scratch because I needed that. Let's hit it one more time. My spirit ain't always right. Because I done let folk in the room after further review. I'm like, Lord, did I really hear from you? And guys say, no, you heard yourself. You thought it was me. And that's why everything went the way it went. So this person offered me $1 amount. I need to get in that room with you. I'll pay you this. Get me on the list. This is where the all money ain't good money. Because if you pay in to get in the room, I got to be careful that once you get in the room, you're going to be like, well, hold up. I had put $1 amount value on me getting in this room. So I need to get my dollar's worth. Understand this. If I really put $1 amount on getting somebody in the room to get all the content Alethea got this weekend that I get all the time. You want to know what that $1 amount will probably be? You need to cut me a check for about $250,000 right here, right now. Because I'm putting you in front of A-listers that not only that you can talk to, get selfies with, and go on social media and make it seem like you in the know. Oh yeah, you need to cut checks. But that $1 amount, me telling you that, you're going to look at me and say, who you think you are? I'm the guy in the room that you trying to get into. 2 minutes to the top of the hour. We're going to go over.
They say your network going to dictate your net worth. I love playing with these words. Your network going to dictate the net worth.
Hold up, over there, Sean. And since you say you like playing with these words, and folks tried to ask for credentials this weekend, and I'm so blessed that when I brought you up there and really was putting my name on the line, and I already knew once they Googled my name on the line wasn't, because I ain't gonna bring no riffraff around folks that I've been working with for years. But watch this. Tell them about some of the books that you got out there, Sean, how to get those books. Because
yes,
guess what? I'm all about pimping positivity and promoting my people.
We gonna
come on, hit me, baby.
Yeah. So
pop that collar.
The first book on the list, what's your kick? The guy to unlocking your passion, not my passion. I got mine. The guy to unlocking your passion, right? The next book, The Butterfly Effect. The next book, The 5 Laws of Leadership. The next book, Expanding Your Vision, The Hero's Journey. The next book, The Modern Day Griot, from the Griot Podcast. Acting on your dreams and visions, and the workbook and the audio book. And coming up next, we got the Bounce Back season. We gonna bounce back. We gonna bounce back. Yeah. Yeah. And you can find them on Amazon, Amazon.com. Search my name, Jonathan Polidor. You'll see it coming up. And also, same tree, different branch publishing. Same tree, different branch, Black-owned company, Black-owned everything. The book covers, copyright, you name it, we do it.
So I'm gonna share something with y'all right now. I've spoken to Sean about this before, but now my spirit says release this in the atmosphere where Sean, I can hold us accountable to it. A lot of you know I was an abandoned child at birth. And folk keep telling me, because I've already went and copyrighted the title. I need to write a book or do a memoir and say I was once lost, but now I'm found. Sean gonna be the person. See, I'm gonna do like Malcolm X did with Alex Haley. If you're a reader, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do what Malcolm X did with Alex Haley. And Sean going to handle that for me. So we can go back on the 8th day of the 7th month, 2025. And remember, I said it here. Now, Alethea, can you and Sean give me 15 minutes? I don't like holding folks too much longer. 15 minutes good?
Now, since Sean is here, there is something that I've been holding, and I don't think that you know, but
Talk to me now. Talk to me.
February. It was actually supposed to be in October, but it got pushed back because of tariffs, and we couldn't get the like printing together. So now it's been officially, because I got the email, it's been officially moved to February. But I have my own work that is coming out.
Come on
and
now.
it is since you mentioned Penguin House, the people that I work with that is coming out, it's coming out through Hay House. And Hay House is really, really huge as well. And they have put out some great books, some great works. And yeah, I will have a 365 deck that has all of my daily quotes on it, and it will be coming out in February. And I'm working closely with Hay House to make this happen. So I just wanted to put that out there so y'all can know.
I want to acknowledge something, bro. They think we just sitting up here talking on these cameras, man. We actually producing work.
We out there putting in work.
Cut the camera on, turn social media off and all that. We're out here on the ground producing work. We're not just some talking heads, man.
And like Hay House, like after this, like Hay House also wants first dibs on my book. So there's also like going to be a book that's coming out as well. So yeah, it's a lot of things.
Alethea's name is in spaces. She was on J HUD. She was on J HUD before me and Alethea connected. And I didn't connect with her because she was on J HUD. Because last time I checked, I can go back and I remember interviewing J HUD. Guess what? What's for you is for you. Me and Sean, no, look, I've been in the Lafayette area for 14 years. Family, my media life didn't start here in Lafayette, Louisiana. My media life started in Henderson, Tennessee when I was 17 years old in high school, and Denise LaSalle made me the afternoon air personality on an FCC rated station and broke every law in the world because I wasn't 18 and wasn't supposed to have an FCC license. But I'll be honest with you, they forged some paperwork, got me a license, and I had the #1 night show in the state of Tennessee for 2 years running until I left to go to college. To be exact, she was upset when I left and went because she knew I was leaving out of state and tried to pay me to stay in state.
And it said, get it how you live, Joe. Get it how you live, right, baby. Get it how you live.
This whole family, this thing in me. And guess what? This thing being in me, I don't have no problem. Sean, I tell you, I came and got Sean. I didn't tell, hold it. See, folks try to be, come to, see, this is how you know a servant's mentality, a servant leader. I didn't tell Sean when Sean called me. I said, Sean, where you at? Because I was going to meet Sean at the front door. Sean said, man, I'm already in the building. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Stay where you at. Hold it. I told Alethea, whoever comes, you interview him. I'm going to get Sean. I went and got Sean. Now, hold on. In the scheme of things, Sean know when it comes to Essence, y'all can laugh and talk about me all you want to. But when it comes to Essence, a lot of y'all call me, message me around Essence time, trying to all of a sudden, since you ain't asked me, cat, dog, scratch, sniff, cockadoodle, chicken noodle, cockapoodle, you know, how you doing? Right. Grizzlies and 5. Y'all ain't asked me how I'm doing all year long, but around Essence, boy, I just get always surprised. Essence and Bayou Classic. Essence, Bayou Classic, Southern Homecoming. If I ain't never heard from you in the last 60 years, I'm gonna hear from you then. Hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? It's been good, man. You know, you crossed, them tickets. I didn't cross your mind. Your way to get some free tickets crossed your mind. And so now all of a sudden I'm your friend again. Baby, y'all gonna start. I'm gonna get a shirt next year. I'm gonna have a button-up shirt. I'm gonna be like Superman every time somebody say something. And I'm gonna bust that shirt open. It's gonna say, I am not Ticketmaster. That shirt gonna have right on here, I am not Ticketmaster. I'm gonna boom.
StubHub, Ticketmaster, StubHub, all that.
Boom. And y'all gonna think I'm Clark Kent. Boom. The black Clark Kent is boom. Because some of y'all don't talk to me. Hold it. That's another thing. Y'all pay attention to folks. when folks don't talk to you until they need you, or they need you to use your contacts to help them expand their brand. But when you ask them for $5, listen, I need $5 for you to sow into my podcast, what I'm doing to help me. Guess what? Let me say, I'm going to take y'all off for a minute. Y'all just stay there, but I'm going to take y'all off for a minute. I got to go solo bolo. To everybody that I made a proposal to for me to promote your brand, and put you into space to hopefully put you in a position to increase your numbers. Thank you for looking at my proposal. For those of you who looked at it and said that this is not reasonable for your marketing at this present moment, I applaud you. I understand how that is, because some things are not in my feasibility either. And I don't know if that's a word. However, you not sponsoring me don't stop me from getting to where I need to get to. So for those of you who had malice in your heart and really wanted me to promote you, but you didn't want to pay for the promotion, thank you too. Because my God did provide. And we were at the 2020 Essence Music Festival of Culture 2025, and we will be at the 2026 Essence Music Festival of Culture, because unbeknownst to Alethea, there was a person who walked in that room who told me, I'm going to cut the check today for your tomorrow. See, sometimes when I'm there hugging folks and taking pictures and y'all trying to figure out who they are, I didn't even know this, but the lady said, I've been watching you and my publicist knows you. And she said, I heard you tell somebody you don't know if you coming next year because of the financial. She said, baby, I cut checks on a regular. You good. Tell me what you need.
I love when they say, yo, give gonna make a way for you. I forget that tatted on me. I've been saying it so much lately. Yo, give gonna make a way. Not your skill set, not your school you went to, and the degrees you got and the credentials, your gift.
Your fraternity, your sorority, the folks you connected to. No, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Give gonna make a way. Some of the things I've done, people inbox me, oh, Sean, this and that. I say, no, I correct them fast. The gift made the way.
Right.
I'm not so smart. I'm not so brilliant. I ain't that handsome to just get around like that. The gift gonna make a way.
So tomorrow is Work It Out Wednesday. It is 9 minutes past the hour. We have went over 9 minutes. So every morning, just to let you know if you're new to us, because here's the crazy thing. I see the people who are watching, but I see the folks that are in the background lurking. So to all my watchers, thank you for clicking in. Believe it or not, I don't get one dime from this podcast in the analytics. So if you're in that space of, I can't click on because Joe gonna get credit and he gonna get paid, baby, I get paid in other ways. This is really my labor of love. For the 372 people that are in the background lurking right now that didn't click on for whatever reason, hey, I appreciate y'all, because I understand some of y'all are at jobs that y'all don't want them to know that you're really at job working and listening to a podcast or looking at a video. Some of y'all just don't want to give a brother credit, and I'm good with that too. God provides. God is my source. So I thank you that God put it on your heart to tune in, to get it. Look at here. What? Wait a minute. I'm calling somebody out. Mr. Davis, we need you on the podcast. Inbox me. I want you on the podcast either tomorrow or Thursday. I want y'all to hear about this man's music, what he does. He's a local man, but he's doing big things. Just because he's local don't mean he's local minded. He's doing big things. I know you got a show coming up in New Orleans. I want to know more about that. If I'm in town, I really want to make my way to the show, but I want my man. Listen, this dude right here that's on the screen, put the fire signs up. Love this brother. Great performer. He coming on. Inbox me. Listen, we in the building. So 10 minutes past the hour. I'm not trying to hold everybody. We give you 1 hour every day. 1 hour of motivation, inspiration. We have conversation that transforms and elevates. A lot of folk talking. Few folks are putting you in a space to tell you You can do better. And here at hashtag Truth Be Told /JD Live with the lovely Alethea Crimmins, the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity and In the Passenger Seat with Alethea, which is her podcast. We want you to do great, even if you do better than us. We're here to celebrate your greatness because your greatness may be better than our greatness. Guess what? We want you to be great. As I'm not going to use Alethea's line. She'll lose it in a minute herself. But we want you to be great, even if your great is greater than us. Because we ain't haters. We elevators.
That part.
With that being said, Sean P., let's get ready to get out the door, man. Give us some closing remarks. Tell us about the Griot podcast and tell us what you got coming up, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Griot podcast. Tonight, I got an amazing boostagrammer named Nia J. She is amazing at what she does. I'll have her tonight at 6:00 p.m. on the Sean P. Experience on YouTube. Also, the Griot podcast happens one Sunday out the month. Myself, Dr. Ashley Wade, my brother Kofi, come together, give you great, amazing education and topics. My closing words, put your face in the place. That's right. I know the pandemic made you want to stay at the house, watch the screen, and watch things on social media, but actually get some gas money, take a flight, get a hotel, whatever it takes to put yourself in these spaces, be around these people in real life. Nothing like shaking hands, giving hugs, making real, genuine human connections, man. That's how you elevate to the next level.
That part. Sean P. with the Sean P. Experience. My sister from another Mr. Alethea, the CEO of Pimpin' Positivity, In the Passenger Seat with Alethea. Talk to me. Oh, and we left out the digital magazine that she got out there. Will soon be coming to hard copy, but we'll talk about tomorrow on Work It Out Wednesday. Give me some closing remarks as we get up out of here.
Do not wait to be greater later. You are great right now. And always know that your haters are watching. So go out there and be great in their face and have a good day on purpose. You're welcome.
That part, family. It is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We went over by 13 minutes, which is going to turn into 15 minutes because I'm going to take 2 minutes to say what I got to say right now. Listen, family. Be better today. Be better today than you were yesterday. Do something today to bless somebody somewhere that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way they could pay you back. Always remember that there is no secret what God can do, what he has done for others, he will and he can do for you, for when God is with you. Nothing or no one can stand against you. Have a wonderful day. This is hashtag Truth Be Told /JD Live. We getting ready to get up out of here. Tomorrow is Work It Out Wednesday, better known as Hump Day. And tomorrow, a prince was born. We're going to talk about that. The legacy bearer of my namesake was born tomorrow. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to celebrate him and have some great conversations, some great guests. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's you see us on Instagram, on Facebook Live, on YouTube. You can also go to the website www.the100blk.com. I am Joe Dupree. This is your early morning wake up, get up, get it going, get it started. We'll see you tomorrow if the Lord say the same. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. We up out of here. Hey.